Thanks for watching this video. My name is William New, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how we can use Excel to extract data from Access and use it to perform some analysis. So in the previous video I showed you how we could create a database from scratch, and this was the table that we created. It is a table about football matches played in the season of 2011-2012 in the English Premier League, and we see some interesting matches going on here. For instance, Manchester City versus Swansea 4-0, Everton QPR, Queen's Park Rangers 0-1, and this is a memorable one, which is Manchester United versus Arsenal 8-2. That's one way how we can look at our data, but we can also use a pivot table to summarize it, and perhaps it's a better way because it allows us to draw conclusions much easier and faster. Now Access has an option that provides us to use a pivot table view, but personally I prefer to use Excel to work with pivot tables because it certainly has some more flexibility when it comes to combining it with some other functions or making references. So I'm going to close this database again, close my Access, close it, and I'm going to insert a pivot table here and use an external data source. In this case, use the file in which we stored our data concerning football. Let's just see where I just stored it again. Documents, yes, and here it is, English Premier League. Now, the pivot table has made a connection with my Access database and exported all the fields from the columns of that table. So we could see the home team and the away team, goals scored, and also who the referee was. And in this particular case I'm interested who the referees are that has led the matches in the season of 2011-2012. These are the names, and I can also see the frequency that they were leading the matches. I'm going to sort it. Data Z2A. And we see that Dean is a referee that has led most matches in the previous season, followed by Webb with 1 less, and Drought with 28. So these are the top three: 30, 29, and 28. And this is the data that is directly connected to Access database. So what will happen if we just change some data, if we add some data in our database? Will this also change? Will be interesting to see. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this file and then call it referees. Close it, because it's interesting that you properly close your Excel because you don't want the connection to be active, otherwise it's going to cause some problems. So I'm back in my table again, and let's just add a new record in which, for instance, today is 26th of March 2012. Oops, does not match. Yes, that's right. And the match played is between Man City versus Man United. And let's just say that they drew 4-4. It's a draw. Halftime score is 2-2. Halftime result is a draw. And say that H. Webb was the person that led this match. So I added a new record, added a new referee to the match. This referee was second place in terms of the number of matches led. I'm going to save it and close it again. Going back to my Excel file, open the file referees, and you see that it's still at 29. That's because we haven't refreshed our data. If we do that, okay, we see that Howard Webb has one more match added to his previous record of 29. So this is in this video I showed you more or less how you can connect to an Access database by means of a pivot table. And a pivot table is, in my opinion, much easier to use in Excel, because you can also, make some additional calculations. You can. It's easier to use the numbers directly and for further calculations or analysis than would be the case in Excel, in Access. So in the next video I'm going to show you how you can do the same but using VBA. That would be an interesting thing to see, right? Okay, thanks for watching, and see you next video.